Okay, I guess now is a good time to start. I hit the button and then went, oh crap, I feel something bubbling up. But no. Faygo Raspberry Blueberry. I don't know why, for some reason, blueberry raspberry seems to be more fitting. Rolls off the tongue better. Maybe it's because it's in alphabetical order, but raspberry, blueberry, blueberry, raspberry. Unless this has significantly more raspberries than blueberry, I think they made a mistake and just simply need to flip the words. And yes, despite it being in a clear bottle, I am pouring it in a glass. I don't know what it is about Faygo. I only see it in Hamilton. Whenever I'm outside of Hamilton, I never notice it, I never see it, but then again, I'm never looking for it either. But judging from very limited conversations I've had, it seems to be a Hamilton local thing. And I am seeing no reason why it will be. Because it's a product of the National Beverage Company, which is located in Detroit, Michigan. So that makes no sense to why it be Hamilton, mostly seen in Hamilton. Unless for some reason we're just simply part of their distribution process, but why wouldn't it be all of Southern Ontario and Toronto GTA and what have you? Durham. Why just the Hamilton area and not more? I don't know. I mean, it does have a sort of generic tart berry smell. I am recognizing it as raspberry and blueberry because it says right on it raspberry and blueberry. But if you were to give this to me and say try and guess the flavor, I will not know immediately anyways that it be raspberry and blueberry. I'd be fumbling and basically blind guessing. Eventually, if I were to see it, I'd guess raspberry because for some reason blue raspberry's a thing. I never guess blueberry for no other reason than I am unaware of any blueberry soft drink. But I mean, I am picking up blueberry. But I know there's blueberry in it, and that's why I'm picking it up. I mean, bear in mind that I did have something salty shortly before making this video, and it is satisfying that thirst quench. In regards to the ingredients list, doesn't even say corn syrup, or says carbonated water, first ingredient. Second ingredient, sugars, and in parentheses, glucose, fructose. So, wow. Okay. I mean, it's a budget soda, but I mean, is it truly more poorly made than even Coke or Pepsi? Like, are the ingredients even that worse that they don't want to tell you specifically where they're getting their sugar from? Because that's suspicious. That's very suspicious. Even knowing that there's raspberry and blueberry. In fact, let me drink straight from the bottle and do a search. Yeah. Even knowing that there's raspberry and blueberry in it, you don't taste it. You don't even taste the confusing amalgamation of raspberry and blueberry. Like a raspberry blueberry mess. I mean, you do taste something. Actually, I'm going to throw that on. I'm not going to risk spilling it. I mean, you do taste something, but you don't know what that something is. You detect raspberry. You definitely detect raspberry in the aroma. And you detect a faint bit of blueberry in the aroma. You don't taste shit in regards to raspberry and blueberry. You just taste like generic overall tart soda. You wouldn't even, or at least I personally wouldn't even assume generic berry. If I were to be given it blind and give a smell test, I'd be thinking generic berry. If I were given blind and say generic and say do a taste test, yeah, I had to confirm that I would think generic berry in the aroma. And I'm pretty sure I would, though I obviously haven't done a blind aroma. Man, if I were given a blind taste test and offered so much money if I took even a close guess, so I could live in luxury for the rest of my life, I still wouldn't be able to. Like, I'd be just going, like, guessing, like, Apple, whatever. Because it just has no, there's a taste, don't get me wrong, but I can't specify it to anything, so I can't even specify it as a messy taste. Like, you ever have, like, not necessarily a drink, so maybe in a cocktail, but a meal where the person cooking it threw in everything, including the kitchen sink, and it ends up failing, like maybe not being revolting, but you taste it and you just sort of go, I know I'm eating something, but I haven't a clue what the hell it is. Doesn't even taste like that. It just has a taste. Like, I could have sworn I reviewed this before and I wasn't as confused by this, but then again, I'm doing these reviews a lot more seriously now, so excuse me, bear that in mind. Yeah, even the burp had no aroma or no taste. But, I mean, what's my final rating? Whew. Well, it did satisfy my thirst. There is an aroma. You know what's the aroma. You can detect the aroma when you know what it is beforehand. It is satisfying. But the flavor. Like, that's what's gonna take away points, the flavor. $53 out of 100. Because not being able to even give a wild guess as to what the flavor is supposed to be takes away a lot of points. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and bye.